The federal government has a role to play here in several respects that I have put in place. I've been Prime Minister for 3.5 weeks. I put in place not just a commitment, I got an agreement with Premier Smith and every other provincial and territorial premier in my first week to build energy corridors that run to the national interest, to fast-track those. To make that tangible, what I have done in the subsequent 2.5 weeks is put in place one project, one review at a federal level. What I'm announcing today makes it more tangible with a single window, pulls together a host of different approval processes, signals clearly to the province of Alberta, as well as every other province with the exception of BC, which has already signed up to this, that we will sign cooperation agreements with them. And that will allow us to rely on the assessments of those provinces, which is another way of fast-tracking it. So we are going to move forward as a country when we come together, federal, provincial, industry, labour, First Nations. That's how we're going to move together, and I think that we have the ability as a Liberal government in order to bring together all Canadians to get things done.
Not only will we repeal Liberal catch and release laws, we will carry out the biggest crackdown on crime in Canadian history, and we will do it by passing the 3 strikes you're out law. 3 strikes you're out means that anyone convicted of 3 serious offences will be ineligible thereafter for bail, probation, parole, or house arrest. And they will serve a minimum of 10 years behind bars, a maximum of life imprisonment, and they will have to earn their release even still. We will designate such offenders as dangerous offenders, meaning they cannot be released until they have proven that they are no longer a danger to society.
25 of us were able to force the government to do something they would never have done. We were able to bring in pharmacare. And just to remind folks, Liberals had promised this 3 decades ago, more than 30 years ago, and had no movement on it. And the only and first time there was any movement on pharmacare was because we forced them to do it. So if you want pharmacare, it's clear you need New Democrats. And I would be honored for you to elect as many New Democrats as possible. But more and more Canadians are telling me when I go to the doors, when I meet people, they're saying, you know what, I think Ottawa works best when one party doesn't have all the power. And so if you want someone in Ottawa that's going to fight to actually make pharmacare move forward, that's going to be New Democrats. I would say it's clear that Mark Carney doesn't want to expand it, wants to stop it dead in its tracks. And that's not going to help Canadians who are wondering about how they can afford their medication.